Hello everyone, Steve Tober with Dennis Jones looking at the non-public championships in New Jersey this weekend. High school football wrapping up. And Dennis, let's begin with groups 1 and 2 down at Rutgers at 5 o'clock. St. Mary's of Rutherford, one of the great stories in these playoffs so far, going up against St. Joe's of Hamilton, 5 o'clock down at Rutgers Stadium. How do you see that one?
It should be a great game altogether. I mean, St. Joe's has won 7 in a row. They've allowed only 22 points over the last 5 games. Their defense is really clicking. St. Joe's likes to counter with Gordon Hill. He's got 17 touchdowns on the year so far. They beat my pick, St. Anthony's, for this section, so I'm going to have to go with St. Joe's Hamilton.
Quadre Hubbard of St. Mary's has had quite a year when you look at the numbers he's put up, and he's got some help back there as well. Kyrie Tyson Jones, a native of Newark, 664 rushing. Hubbard, though, 1,383 yards rushing, almost 8 yards a carry, 16 touchdowns. Mike Sheridan's teams also, Dennis, win big games. They beat Patterson Catholic a few years ago. Patterson Catholic, of course, has since closed. So always a team that rises to the occasion. But I agree with you. St. Joe's Hamilton averaging 35 points a game. They only give up a little over 7. It's a team with strength. They have the running game you mentioned of Hill. And I just look at St. Joe's Hamilton, too much power. I like St. Joe's Hamilton as well. Let's move to non-public group 3. It'll be 8 o'clock following that St. Mary's game against St. Joe's as St. Joe's of Montvale in the non-public group 3 taking on Holy Spirit. A defensively strong team is Holy Spirit, but how do you see this game shaping up?
This should be a great one too. I mean, both these teams played on Thanksgiving. Don Bosco played St. Joe's on Thanksgiving. Holy Spirit played Atlantic City. Holy Spirit blew out Atlantic City, and St. Joe's lost badly to Don Bosco. I actually think that loss to Don Bosco will help St. Joe's in this final game. You can learn a lot from playing a great team like Don Bosco. Strength of schedule, I think, always matters at these big games, and that'll help St. Joe's Montvale. I like them. And
I always turn to my old adage, when in doubt in non-publics, go north, young man. And I like St. Joe's. The strength of the coaching on the sideline. Tony Karsich, one of the great coaches come game time. And I like the development of the quarterback. Chris Andrews, the young man from Queens, New York, who commutes to Montvale each day, has really come on as a quarterback. And the year of the quarterback in Bergen County. We hear a lot about Gary Nova of Don Bosco, Tanner McAvoy, certainly of Bergen Catholic, and of course the irrepressible Devin Fuller of Oltapan and John Robertson of Paramus. But he's really come on, has Andrews. And I like his ability at quarterback and all the weapons that the Green Knights have, and I will go with St. Joe's on that one. St. Joe's, I think we both agree on.
Yeah.
Let's move to non-public group 4. The feature game also Friday night, big Friday night of parochial action. But if you're at the St. Joe's game against Holy Spirit, you won't be able to see this one. The game with the nationally ranked Don Bosco Ironmen, 34 wins in a row, just one shy of Mountain Lake's current state leading 35, going up against Bergen Catholic, 2 old nemesis, and you get Nunzio Campanelle, the former offensive coordinator at Bosco, now the head coach at Bergen, going up against Greg Toll and company.
Should be a fantastic game. I mean, if you're Bergen Catholic, I know the juniors from last year, and now they're all seniors. This is the game that they've waited for. This is the game that they wanted, and it's for all the marbles now, so we'll see what they can do. Tanner McAvoy, like you mentioned, Spencer Colzar, he'll be linebacker keyed all game by this Don Bosco defense, who's excellent and outstanding in pursuit. Gary Nova, he doesn't get enough credit for his quarterback play. And Paul Canaveri at running back. There's no way I can pick against Don Bosco Prep.
And McAvoy, a former receiver, has made such a transition to quarterback, and he's 6'5". He's got great receivers like Dickerson and others out there to throw to. Colsar out of the backfield. There's so many weapons for Bergen, but then again, you're going up here against a juggernaut, a team where there's speed at every position, a team that just attacks the ball defensively. They're opportunistic. Look what their specials have done also in the playoffs against St. Peter's Prep when they came up with the interceptions, the blocked kicks. They just come up with, they'll score in any conceivable way. I have to like Don Bosco in this one. It's going to be interesting to see if Bergen can hang around, because Bergen usually plays them tough, especially the second time around. We'll see what Nunzio Campanelle and company can do. But I also like Bosco in this one. Of the 3 games, Dennis, which one do you think of the non-publics would stand out the most?
Well, Don Bosco Bergen Catholic. I mean, that's the marquee game of the weekend out of the non-publics, and it's the one that I want to see the most. But like I said, this is a marquee matchup, all-star power. You got guys going D1 scholarships on both sides of the ball. It should be an entertaining game from start to finish. I
guess what I mean is, what do you see? Which game do you see being most closely competitive?
Closely competitive. I got to say Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit hanging
in there.
Yeah, with their defense.
Yeah, I think they'll hang in there
against St. Joe's of Montvale.
Yeah.
Should be a great weekend of high school football. Enjoying the non-publics. Get out there, see your public schools as well, and always log on to NJ Hotshots Inside Line Chatter for the best in high school football action. For my backfield partner, Dennis Jones, I'm Steve Tober saying good night now.